Good morning, party people. Check it out, Johnny.
What?
That's the end of me.
Oh, I see. That's not where I thought this was going. I thought you were going to be like, Johnny, you're going to be the end of me.
No, that's rude. I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Welcome to the breakdown.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. We're always glad to have you.
Stoked to hear.
So, today we've got Billy Talent, End of Me, featuring Rivers Cuomo. If you don't know who Rivers Cuomo is, it is the...
Wait, let me give him a hint. Check it out. I'm a Weezer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I got it. I knew it. Hey, before we go on, can I tell you a story about Billy Talent?
Yes.
It's quite funny.
I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
After you.
All right, no worries.
I hope it's the same story.
I hope it is as well.
What is it?
Okay, so we went and saw Billy Talent a few years ago, and my little brother, I'm going to throw him under the bus here, Alex, he was right up the front, moshing along, having a good time, and, the lead singer from Billy Talent liked to get in the crowd, and Alex comes up to me and goes, "Man, I fully grabbed Billy's hand." And I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "Billy." I'm like, "His name isn't Billy."
I love that. I love that so
And he was
much.
just like, "Oh, you guys are still pretty cool."
That's not the story.
Oh, what's your story?
I think you were there. Soundwave. Sorry for the pause here, but if you're here, you probably
Don't
like us
apologise,
rambling anyway. Soundwave, many, many years ago. I'm talking 10-ish years ago. It was when it was out at Eastern Creek.
Oh, God, that day.
Yeah.
The hot day.
No, it wasn't that day. It was
Wasn't
an earlier, it was the year before that.
Oh.
And Billy Talent played on the main stage. It was the 9 Inch Nails year.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a bit that one of our friends had just been cheated on by his girlfriend. And we were, it literally happened the day before. Long-term girlfriend had just cheated on him with another guy we knew. And we were all there together. And the singer from Billy Talent was like, "This song goes out to that one evil vagina. Everyone knows that evil vagina." And then Aiden, our good friend Aiden, was just like, "Larissa!" And just screamed it out down this hill, and everyone was just turned and looked. The band turned and looked, and she was there with...
Oh.
It was incredible.
Also, you name dropped her on the video, so...
She cheated.
Yeah.
Also, she's not watching this.
That's what you get, Larissa.
Anyway, I hope I did his voice justice then. He has a quite an interesting voice.
I was very entertained. I mean, I thought you were going for a Pee Wee Herman sort of thing. But either way.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is their brand new track, Enemy, featuring River from Weezer. Let's just jump straight in.
Yeah, we did all our fucking around. So, merch, Instagrams, like, subscribe, donations, love you.
We do love you. 3, 2, 1.
Do it full.
Instantly sounds like that.
Yeah. With a very iconic guitar tone.
Well, I see you walking down a dead-end street like a black cat following a limousine. A brand new problem every time we meet, but the same old reason that the grass ain't green. So self-entitled and your talk is cheap. Leave a path of destruction every time you speak. You burn your bridges, but I just won't leave, 'cause
That style of harmony that they do, that
So good.
straight single note monotone thing, is so iconic for them.
Absolutely. His voice
But
is
it's
iconic.
great.
But to have that backing in the same way, yeah. Absolutely.
I can't help caring about a friend in need. You drag me down to a hole so deep, I'm crawling out of my hands and knees. I'd stick around, but I know it's gonna be the end of me.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be Rivers here, so I'm just going to pause it before we jump in. Oh, you're right.
Pardon me?
Yeah, you're right. I would have loved to have seen their heads, purely because I want to see if the guitarist still has that really big pompadour hairstyle he used to have.
Ian?
Yeah.
The last I saw of him, he does, and I would imagine that he's kept it. He did a lot of work with the boys in the Lazies from Australia, friends of mine, friends of ours. You know the boys.
I do know the boys.
So he did a lot of work with them when they were over in Canada, and
Yeah, right.
seems like a really great dude, and he's an incredible songwriter.
Cool. All right. I'm going to take this back to the minute 3 mark. Let's go.
When I see you making all the same mistakes, to my face. You quit your job, say your life's so hard, but you can't pay for dinner with a victim card. Yeah, you're subtle as a wrecking ball. If you stole my keys, you'd crash my car and win the lottery and still complain. We all know somebody that we just can't change. You drag me down to a hole so deep, I'm crawling out of my hands and knees. I'd stick around, but I know it's gonna be the end of me. I wanna get closer to you, but how am I supposed to get through? Keep putting out fires, but the flames get higher.
That kind of just makes me think of Billy Madison.
Stop on the doorstep.
Yeah. The people on the doorstep. Don't put it out with your boot again.
Judas Priest Barber is one of those flaming bags again.
Don't put it out with your boots, Tad.
It's poop again.
Poop again.
That's a great movie.
There's Johnny's sense of humour in that sentence.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, this film clip reminds me of the Royal Blood one that we did.
Yeah, fully.
But I love it.
Has
It's
also
great.
elements of like Nightmare Before Christmas a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta stop listening to you. I'm gonna get hurt if I do. I'm getting so tired of preaching to the choir. I said goodbye and I wished you well, but you kept dragging me back to hell. I'll stick around, but I know it's gonna be the end of me.
Sorry to pause it before the solo. I thought I was going to start coughing.
Oh, that was horrible. You did stop it in a solo to say that.
I did. I'm going to take it back to the 2-minute 20 mark.
The end of me.
Woo! Sick.
I wanna get closer to you, but how am I supposed to get through? Keep putting out fires, but the flames get higher. I gotta stop listening to you. I'm gonna get hurt if I do. I'm getting so tired of preaching to the choir. You drag me down to a hole so deep, I'm crawling out of my hands and knees. I'd stick around, but I know it's gonna be the end of me.
I liked that a lot.
That was very fun, wasn't it?
Super fun. His tone.
Very easy to listen to.
Yeah, it was. It was super easy to say. Ba, 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 da, da, ba, 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 ba.
Always had, like you, I'm sure you're about to say, his tone has always been just a staple
I
for
was
this
going to say
band.
that.
Nice.
Hurt my fingers a little bit to do that too.
It's just one reason why this band has got to the point they've got to is because there's just no one like him.
They are very
like
unique.
Billy. There's no one like Billy.
There is no one like Billy.
He's got a lot of talent. Anyway, also just a very, very iconic guitar style.
I'm convinced that Billy Talent just discovered the green screens exist for the first time.
That was kind of like us when we went overboard with all the band logos and stuff behind us.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, guitar work is always a standout for me with this band.
Yeah.
Always really cool, fun riffs.
Just that like rockabilly punk vibes, but a little bit pop.
But also a little bit sort of heavier as well, like in a sense.
Their earlier stuff is definitely heavier.
Yeah. They've always been good at having that sort of that little bit of heaviness that just sort of sets them apart from other sort of punk bands. And it's all in the guitar work. They've never really been like a screamy band or anything like that. He's had that yell
He
kind of
screams.
thing that he
Think
did.
about like Devil in a Midnight Mass and stuff like that. He definitely screams those.
Yeah.
I really like Rivers' verse on there. It fit the music tone so well.
100%. You can almost... It's almost like they...
Yes.
Yeah, that's me just going, I totally agree with you, Nathan, but I just want to say a couple of words.
Go for
it. It's almost like they wrote that song with him in mind because it had a massive Weezer feel to it.
Fully. Yeah,
Fully.
I do agree with that.
Another band that, funnily enough, there's no one else that sounds like them.
No.
And
Rivers
they're great.
is a very unique individual.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a 10 out of 10 song for me. In fact, for what it was. Yeah, I love that. I thought that was like, that hit all the right notes for me. Yeah, that's it. It hit everything the way I wanted to. I didn't know what I wanted going into it, but I'm really happy with what that was. I just enjoyed that whole thing.
Yeah. Look, if they're releasing an album, as long as we get a little bit of that trademark sort of flashy, up-tempo, woo, tits.
That's me flashing up tempo.
It's supposed to go faster. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh,
Yeah.
You meant faster. I meant like, upbeat, not up tempo.
Yeah. Still works. Anyway, I was saying, as long as we get, in an album sense, a few more of those intense sort of riffs that they do so well.
Yeah.
But hey, that, like you said, that was a great song. I loved it. What did you guys think?
What did you think? What did you think about us story timing?
Yeah, do you like story time with us? What did you think about my coffin pun? That was pretty good.
I hate it. I hate it. Not the pun. The pun's fine. I hate you pause the solo to drop it.
Yeah. Look, full disclosure, I saw the coffins earlier on. I'm like, fuck, I should have done that. And I was like, as soon as you see the coffins, press the button. And I wasn't quick enough. I'm kind of old and slow.
You're so old and very slow. We'll see you guys.
Thanks for watching.